Hey, my name is Joe.
And I'm Mary Beth.
And this is the best of Gen X.
We are in our 40s.
And we're siblings.
We'll talk about adulting in a world so different from the one we grew up in.
So excuse us while we save a generation.
One episode at a time.
Let's go.
Hey, Joe.
Hello, Mary Beth.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And Happy New Year.
Good to see you today.
Good to see you as well.
I'm in a funk because Christmas is over.
I kind of am.
I know. I don't like it.
It's depressing.
I know. I'm still humming tunes.
I am too.
But our local station is back to regular music.
That's the worst part for me.
Yeah, I know.
That's...
Get out of here with that.
Yeah.
Losers.
I know. Why can't they carry it on to New Year? I mean, I'm complaining. They started on November 1st, for goodness sake.
Yeah. What are they going to do?
It's just not enough.
What do they do for the people like us that leave our stuff up until February? What about us?
Yeah, there is always a funk. I think we talked about that a little last time. Like, the week between Christmas and New Year, it just feels like time doesn't exist, and I don't know what day it is, and our routines are all off, and Christmas is over, but the holidays aren't over.
Yeah. I catch myself just like daydreaming or staring at a wall going,
I do
what next? What next? I don't like it.
My insides do the same.
Yeah.
And so kind of in a funk, but...
Okay, well, let's get out of it.
Let's get out of it by
Let's
talking
talk
about
what we did.
What we did. I can tell you my 3 favorite gifts. 1, from your girlfriend, Kajal. Mm-hmm. She got me Dior lip gloss. And I just love it. And it's because I always make the joke that she is Dior lip gloss and I am dime store chapstick.
Dollar General chapstick.
My God, if she didn't get me my own Dior.
Did you ask Santa for this?
I did not.
That's good.
So I really love that. And my daughter got me a pair of pajamas. Just black. It's just a black set, very soft. Feels like, I don't know, feels like you're naked when you're wearing them. That's the best kind of pajama. But they're just from Amazon. They're like not any brand name. And I have basically lived in them since I got them. They're so comfortable. And my 3rd favorite gift is what my husband got me. He really hit it out of the park this year, Joe. My husband surprised me with tickets to see Youngblood in Indianapolis in May.
And this excites you?
Oh, it excites every woman my age.
Is that right?
And a little older. Yeah, there's a whole community on TikTok.
Wow. I'm not part of that community.
Well, the kid's 27.
Okay.
And there is a whole host of menopausal women having a sort of a Gen X flashback of our youth.
This is Mr. Ozzy Osbourne 2.0.
Yes. And he's often shirtless, wearing leather chaps and black eyeliner. Come on!
And if he's a musician, shirtless, and he wears eyeliner, my guess is he's probably about $150, but all the chicks go crazy for him.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Probably less. Probably 140 pounds. That sounds good, Mary Beth.
Yeah,
Hey,
we're all...
To each their own.
We're all shamefully lusting after him in a very inappropriate way.
Yeah.
And I'm going to see him in person.
Well, I'm very happy for you.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for not mentioning my gift. We'll get into that, though.
Well, those are just my favorites for me.
Okay. So I guess my gift to you wasn't one of your favorites.
Well, that's kind of the first half of our show.
No, I'm done.
That's I mean, I don't want to give away.
You've hurt me. I'm teasing. That's my lead in.
Oh, okay.
No. I had a good Christmas. It was very low key and chill, as we like it. I got a lot of bourbon from Kaji. Mm-hmm. My bourbon room selection is very extensive and Harvey Specter-ish now.
It is.
It went from last year where I just had Woodford and maybe one more that somebody brought over as a housewarming gift. I know Josh brought me some Jameson, but now I've just got Larceny, Elijah Craig,
now you
Johnny
got
Walker,
bourbon on
Woodford,
bourbon on
Makers.
bourbon.
Ray Beth, I'm not done. Wild Turkey. I mean, the list just continues to grow. I think I'm going to need some extra space for all this stuff. And I got a decanter that's shaped like a golf club. And she also put these 4 like personalized like whiskey glasses together with like my initial. So that was really cool. Wasn't expecting any of that. Definitely, tops there. And then Navy kind of did some like a similar thing where she got me a decanter that has my last name, or I guess our, sorry, the family last name on the center of it. It's pretty much it as far as like the kids went, because the boys, they're kind of they're in a financial bind at the moment. Ethan said he was getting a lot of stuff for his dad. He apologized to me. I was like, dude, it's all good, man.
Yeah,
don't care.
I told Mallory, I was like, because she got me multiple gifts, and I was like, do not spend your money on me, please.
Right. Yeah, so, but all in all, as you know, as we get older, it's like you just enjoy the fellowship and the family time more than anything else. So I don't ever care if I get anything, but it's always appreciated. And just had a good time being around family and friends and all that good stuff.
It was fun times had by all.
Yeah.
As I was preparing some of the stuff that I was bringing, like I made queso and Josh made me a mixed drink, and it really hit the spot. And on the way here, I told him, I either need to stay drunk or I'm going to fall asleep. So I sure had a good time when I was here.
Yeah, there you go. No, I really had a good time too. It's always a good time when we get together with Jennifer and her kids. I mean, her kids are unbelievable, and they make me laugh, Savannah especially. And then when the kids do the pictures and stuff at the end, it kills me.
We had a nice round of awkward family pictures. Oh my gosh,
it's become like an annual thing, I guess, since I've lived here. And Mom, just listening to Mom laugh cracks me up. Listening to Savannah laugh cracks me up. Watching Seth be like play the part and get serious in the pictures cracks me up. Listening to Jennifer laugh cracks me up about it, and then just doing it it's such a trip. I'm not sure if you guys post that stuff because I'm not on the Book of Faces, but
I don't know if she did or not.
Yeah, the one where the kids did the head to the side with the cheek to cheek thing, the tower, so funny.
Yeah, a tower of heads.
Yeah, a tower of heads. So I like that right there was like enough for me to just be like, this tonight is awesome.
Yeah.
Regardless of anything else that took place, that part right there
fun
cracked
times.
me up. But
before we can talk about what you got me, we may as well talk about why you even got me anything.
So a couple months ago, you had approached me about some type of mystery Christmas gift that you got me, and you I'm guessing you played it off a certain way where you tried to make it seem like, oh, I just found this thing that it just suited you. So you made it seem like you just like stumbled upon it online or somewhere. So you played it off pretty well. I'm sitting here thinking, damn, she was really looking out, and she got me a gift. So for the last couple months, and you've been kind of like selling it, like
I know
I can't wait to give you this gift. It was just so you when I saw it, like you were just giving me the.
No, I was just excited for you to have it, and I think I just by the time I gave it to you, I was embarrassed because I was like I oversold this too much, but I was excited because of the not the monetary value, but the value of it, the sentimental value of it. And I had told you that I'd been thinking about it since Comic-Con because we ran into a local artist that we both knew in Comic-Con. Mm-hmm. I asked him then, I said, this, some of your artwork, that would make really cool Christmas gifts. Do you ever do that? And he said, yes. I said, well, if one wanted to order an artwork, some artwork from you, how soon should we reach out? And he said, September. So I had it on my calendar, September 1st. Send him an email.
Miss Sneaky Sneaks, the sneakiest of sneaky sneaks. So Mary Beth presents me with this gift. And I we walk in the bourbon room, I sit down, and it's got this big bag, and I'm like, holy, I have no idea what it could possibly be. I'm just thinking like golf, IU, something. And I open it, or I pull it out of the bag, and it is a beautifully framed art piece of our Best of Gen X podcast logo. It had like the purple coloring around the frame to kind of match our logo.
Yeah, I've had it matted
on the Spotify and the apps and stuff, and I was so speechless. I couldn't believe it.
It has the AK on it.
Yeah, so
shout out to Adam Kleinert.
So he's a local guy that we know, and we've known for years.
Yeah, if you want to check out his work, it's adamkleinertart.com, and that's ADAMKLEINERT art.com.
Amazing.
He just has a very unique look, a unique style, and I wanted to see what he would do with our logo.
Yeah.
And I was really pleased with it, and I'm glad you liked it, and I ordered one for myself as well.
Oh, I loved it. I mean, I really loved it. Hopefully my reaction was genuine. I really just didn't know what to say, and I was smiling, and I just was staring at it. I couldn't believe I was looking at it, because I had thought about maybe doing like T-shirts and things like that for the
we've
family.
talked about that.
But, Adam, like you said, his piece it didn't look like there was just something screen printed on a frame. It has like a little bit of a distressed look.
Yeah.
But it's like our original logo. And I don't know, I just was so creative. It was a thoughtful gift. I loved it. And Mary Beth walked into our studio today, and it was already hung on the wall. And
looks great.
She
it's
noticed
the first thing you see when you walk in.
You see when you walk in. So Adam, thank you so much for doing that, Mary Beth. Thoughtful gift.
Well, I can tell you now. I wanted to tell you what I got from Mallory. One of the things that I got from Mallory, at the same time, I sent him several of my favorite pictures of Mallory. Mm-hmm. And I said, I would love for you to take the original Twilight movie poster and do Mallory's face instead of Kristen Stewart's face, because it's like Edward and Bella.
I had heard you talk about that at Christmas.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was her that said that.
So I surprised her with that.
That's cool.
So hers is matted and framed, and it's her face and Edward.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. So next time I see Adam here and there at local sporting events and stuff. So next time I see him, I'm definitely going to give him a handshake and say, job well done.
Well, leading up to Christmas, you felt like, oh, she got me something. I've got to get her something.
So quickly going back to the story, I just felt I had this immense guilt because, as Mary Beth knows, we don't typically exchange gifts.
Yeah, we haven't done that in years.
And my two sisters. So because we have our own kids and our own responsibilities and all that, and so we just was we just knew that. And Mary Beth made it a point to tell me that she got this gift. So I've spent the last couple months feeling pretty guilty. And I'm like, okay, what am I going to do now?
Tormented.
Yeah. And so I'm kind of a last minute shopper, like a couple weeks before Christmas online shopper for for my kids or whatever. And so when I told myself I had to get Mary Beth something, I was kind of stressing because I just really didn't know what to get her.
Well, there's that Sheldon Cooper reciprocity thing that...
Right.
It does stress you out.
Yeah,
you haven't given me a gift. You've given me an obligation.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Mary Beth. No, but in all seriousness, it kind of brings us to the first part of our episode today and why we're going to talk about what we're going to talk about. So, a few weeks back, Mary Beth and I are kind of sitting on my kitchen counter.
Yeah, we're just chilling in a bathroom.
Yeah, so sorry. Kitchen kind of like, breakfast counter or whatever. And I'm just scrolling through my Instagram because I got a notification, and it was a Louisville Comedy Club, like advertisement for Dave Koechner, The Office Trivia Night. And of course, my ears perked up.
Sure.
Because as all the Office fans know around the world, Dave Koechner played Todd Packer, who was in 15 episodes of the show. And Dave Koechner's been in a lot of good stuff with Will Ferrell, Steve Carell, movies. He was in the Anchorman 2, I believe, or both Anchormans, rather.
Snakes on a Plane.
Yeah, Snakes on a Plane. The Haunted House, I think, was one. And he's been in several. 40-Year-Old Virgin.
You'd know him if you saw him.
Yeah, he's been voiceover. He's done some voiceover stuff. He's kind of got that, like his mouth is cocked to the side. He's kind of got that signature crooked kind of mouth when he talks.
Yeah.
He's so funny. For any Anchorman fans, Dave Koechner is the whammy guy. He's the sportscaster for the group, wears a cowboy hat. He is so funny. Anyway, I saw the advertisement, and it was for a week or two out from when I saw it. And so I had time to look into tickets. And the deal was you could buy, regular seats kind of in the middle or the back. You could buy premium seats for just a little bit more.
But wait, you didn't say it was like it wasn't just him. We weren't going to see him do stand up. It
right.
was
Like I said, it was the office trivia night.
obvious trivia.
So apparently he does these tours at these comedy clubs, and it's not a stand-up act necessarily. He kind of weaves that in a little bit that we'll talk about, but it's really you're participating and competing in an office, like a legitimate office trivia. And of course I thought, well, me and Mary Beth have to do that.
Yeah.
How could we live with ourselves if we're going to drive, a couple hours to go see Rainn Wilson for 10 minutes and then not do an office trivia night 15 minutes from home?
Right.
Where we could win something. So there was a couple prizes involved. I had no idea how packed this place was going to be, but at the end of the day, I thought this is a perfect Christmas gift for Mary Beth to be reciprocal.
Yeah.
So I buy premium seats, and it got us right at the front row. We got like a couple shareable appetizers as part of it, a couple draft drinks.
Yeah.
And so that was my gift to Mary Beth, back to her for giving me the gift. And that kind of leads us into...
Yeah, even before he knew what it was. So then I started feeling guilty, like, oh my God. This is
Well, Mary Beth said, what do I owe you? Like, what should I Venmo you? I said, nope, this is your Christmas gift. You got me one, I'm getting you one. So before I even knew what I got her the Dave Koechner / Todd Packer office trivia night ticket.
And what a night it was, bro.
And what a night it was. Should we just go right into it?
We shall.
Okay. So, first of all, Mary Beth did an honorable thing, which is, I had Christmas night with my annual girls' Christmas
Yeah,
thing.
we meet about once a month for girls' night.
This is how serious we took the office trivia night. I looked at her and I said, you're canceling it. Like, we have to do this. Like, we sit here and quote the show constantly.
We've had some episodes on it.
We kind of like do trivia to ourselves on the show. We've done like this card game, like this little board game. I mean, we've done it on here.
Actually, before we recorded our very first episode, he came over. We had this office trivia deck of cards, and we recorded ourselves. I wanted to try out the equipment.
Yeah.
Because I obviously wanted to know how to use it and all this stuff.
That was kind of our pilot.
That was our pilot. That was our practice round where we just asked each other office questions.
Yeah, so anyway, got the tickets, and so Mary Beth and I, we blocked our calendars.
I cleared my schedule, man.
Cleared the schedule, and her and I alone went to compete against how many we didn't know.
We didn't know. We didn't even know the format.
Right. We didn't know the format. We didn't know if we were going to be able to use phones, if it was going to be a timed thing.
We didn't know if we were going to have to write our answers out.
Right. We didn't know if we were going to have to run the answers up to somebody. It was just kind of just unknown. We had no idea if for all we knew, we were going to show up there and there was going to be 10 people there. We had no idea what to expect. Well, I pick up Mary Beth, and in true Mary Beth fashion, she is a nervous wreck, stressed to the max, had watched like 4 or 5 seasons in 4 days leading up to this.
I got halfway through season 6.
And I'm thinking to myself, why do I need to rewatch it when I have someone that remembers? You have the memory of an elephant. It's crazy how much you remember. So it's like, we're in good shape. I don't need to rewatch this show. But I'm glad. But I did study up on a few things I thought might get asked, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
It helped us, I think, a little bit. But we're on the way there, and we're just, it's kind of like a nervous excitement, anxious, and we show up about 30 minutes early. They're opening the doors for everybody, and people just start pouring in. I mean, this is not like a empty comedy club bust.
You say I was nervous, or you say that we were both nervous. I could not tell that you were nervous. Because from get-go, my brother's walking around looking, going, which one of y'all want to come in second tonight?
Yeah, I said, I wonder which group's going to come in second.
We were playing off that cockiness.
Oh, yeah. I had to be a little because I had you. You're like a robot. And so I knew enough about the show I felt to be dangerous. And I don't know, I just felt good about it. And damn it, when we set out to do something, what we've learned in the past year is we just go do it.
We do it.
And so I do nothing. If it's a competition, I have one goal.
To win.
To kick a little ass.
Yeah. Same. I was telling you on the way there why I was so nervous. I said, I'm extremely competitive, but I hate competing.
Oh, yeah. I hate competition, which it's one of my all-time favorite Mary Beth lines. I told Dad about that when he started laughing. So I was really excited.
I wanted to beat them bloody.
Yeah. So, Mary Beth, people start rolling in. We do see a couple that we know, someone we went to high school with. He was there with his wife.
Scotty and Abby.
Scotty and Abby. So that was cool, but they were the only two people we really knew. And the place was pretty much packed. I mean, there were at least, 30, 40, 50 teams, it seemed like.
Right. It was a full house.
Yeah, there was no like real rigor around like each team had to have 2 people. Each team had to have 4. It was just kind of
very difficult to tell how many separate teams there were, because you'd have a large table of people, but maybe 3 of them were on one team and a couple others were on another team, where you could just compete yourself.
Yeah, like some groups looked like they had 5 or 6 in their group. Some people, some tables just had 4 people in their team. Mary Beth and I were by
So it's hard to gauge how many teams exactly, but there were a lot of people.
Yeah, there was a bunch of people there. So the competition we knew was going to be fierce.
Yeah, I was like, oh, only serious Office fans are going to come to this.
Right. So.
And Scotty and Abby were behind us. Now, Scotty admitted right off the bat that he was dead weight, and Abby was the true Office,
like
freak.
has it on the background, kind of thing, like we did.
And so she just kind of pulled her chair up to our table and joined us in this effort.
We certainly weren't going to move because I paid for premium seats and we were front row.
Right. And they were right. They were right behind us.
Like you were like, if you want to join, you got to join us when you're moving back. So that was cool to see somebody there we knew. But so then it kind of just starts. The MC, I can't remember the guy's name. He kind of just, I guess, tours around with Dave Koechner.
He was funny.
Yeah, he introduces Dave Koechner. Koechner walks out. He starts doing a little bit of a bit where he's like playing off the crowd, asking the crowd questions.
He stayed in character the whole time.
He was Todd Packer the entire night, which was cool. He shows up in like a sport coat and a dress shirt and, looks like a traveling salesman.
And of course, the very first thing we hear from the back of the room, "What's up, my nerds?"
Yeah. But he did. He stayed in character. He kind of did a couple zingers like Todd Packer. He would like ask questions to the crowd, but we find out, you just want to go into like the format and stuff.
Yeah.
So we find out that the format is they have this like they have like this online app or platform that they used where they were gonna, the questions would pop up on your phone. So you had to scan the barcode. The platform pops up, and then it's timed. So the MC will ask a question. Dave will sit or stand right next to him and participate in the questions. But the question will be asked as the question's showing up on your phone.
Yeah.
And then once that question is asked, you had like 45 seconds to answer. So you had a little bit of time. So the way they scored was you got points for being correct and you got points for being quick.
Exactly.
So it was like a speed and accuracy kind of thing.
Yeah, because at first I was like, that's not fair. Everyone can use their phones. But then it was the speed issue.
Yeah, so like there was at least one question that we didn't even answer because we were trying to, like, there was one, they were hard, first of all. Questions
were hard questions.
You had to be a fan of The Office to know these answers for the most part. And so there was one out of like 25 total questions that we had to look up and we didn't answer. We knew it. We found it, but by the time I typed it in, it was too late.
Too late.
So the format was 3 rounds, 8 questions each round or so, 8 or so.
And the only ones we really had to look up were Dave Koechner career-related questions.
Which movie was he in with Steve Carell?
Which I would not count as Office trivia, but I get it.
The one that we didn't answer because we were timed out was the Hunter's band name. Like, come on. I could probably sing that song that Jan always kept listening to.
Took me by the hand, made me a man.
The one night.
One night.
Okay, so we found out his band name was The Hunted, but we were too late to answer. Anyway, it's 3 rounds, 8 or so questions each round, and then they would do like a score update, and you could see on the platform on your phone the scoreboard.
Yeah, Joe could see the scoreboard every few questions.
Right.
And tell everybody what our name was. I had suggested Save Bandit, but then you came out with the most perfect name.
Threat Level Midnight.
I can't believe that wasn't my first choice.
I know, right? And of course, Scotty's wife said it was basic, and I wanted to smack her on the wrist for that.
No, Threat Level Midnight is a menacing sort of name.
Yeah,
team name.
That's what I thought.
And there were groups there who didn't even choose Office themed team names.
No, it was like stupid, like Olivia Newton-John or whatever.
Trivia Newton-John.
Lame.
Come on.
Lame. Anyway, we brought the guns like Michael Scarn blazing with Threat Level Midnight. And so first round, we're still kind of got that anxious, kind of nervous, excited kind of thing going. We're answering questions pretty quick. I think we maybe missed 1 or 2 in that first round. So I'm sitting here thinking, damn, because he would go back and redo the questions and then give the answers after everything was done each round. And he would say, clap and get excited if you got that right. Well, there was a couple that we were unsure of that people were clapping and getting real excited about. I'm like, damn, these people are getting all these things right. So I was a little nervous. After round 1, folks,
We got the feel for it.
We were in third place, but the difference between us and second was like 50 points. So we were very close.
Yeah.
So when that was at that point, I knew we had it.
Yeah.
Unbelievably, we're in third place, but I was like, we're so close.
You looked at me at that point and you said, we're in third place by 50 points. We're going to win.
Yeah, we're going to win because I knew round 2 and 3 we were going to kill it. And so they go into round 2. Round 2 gets a little tougher. And there was 1 or 2 that we weren't sure of. But you know what?
We got a little faster.
We got faster. And listen.
I almost had my finger glued to your finger. To tap that damn answer every time. And sometimes I would, like, before the question was even finished being asked, I was nudging your finger, go, like, it's that, hit it now, hit it now.
Exactly. So our speed was like next level compared to other people. And
it was threat level.
It was threat level, yeah. So I want everybody to understand that, this was a mixture of multiple choice questions and fill in the blank. So you had to do some typing in some situation.
I couldn't have done it. If you hadn't handled the phone, we would have lost.
I would say
my hands would have been shaking.
Just so everybody's aware, our division of skill was perfect because Mary Beth is so fast getting the answer. I know these answers, but she was so fast getting them. So the guy couldn't even finish the question. I'm fast at typing and doing stuff on my phone.
And another thing, I didn't just know them quickly. I knew them with 100% certainty quickly.
Right.
Like there was no thought involved.
Right. It was like final answer.
Yes.
Do it. And so I'm quick on my phone with my hands, and Mary Beth was quick in her mind. So we had some questions answered before he even finished it.
Yeah.
And so once that multiple choice, for example, popped up on the screen, I had already hit it before he was halfway done. So our speed I knew was going to help us. And there was one question in particular where we answered it before he finished asking, and then I kind of looked around, and everybody was still looking down, like searching for the answer. And I was like,
and we were like peasants.
Yeah, I looked at Mary Beth, I go, oh, we got this. Oh, we got this. Like Joey, oh, we got this.
Bunch of local yokels.
Yeah. So score update after round 2, threat level midnight is in the lead.
In the lead.
Then we go in the lead, and that's when I knew it was over. It was all over but the crying. It was all over but the crying. So we go into round 3. They asked a couple doozies in round 3, if I remember. But again, we were so fast. And the one question I was most proud of was Todd Packer had somebody that was doing like the audio through the phone on one scene before Dave Koechner even makes an appearance in the show.
Yeah, you told me, this was what's crazy. You told me on the way there, you said, hey, you know that the very first time we ever even hear Todd Packer's voice, it's not Dave Koechner, it's another actor.
Like Toby Huss or whatever the answer was.
So you knew that answer, and it was such an obscure question.
Right. I don't think anybody was anticipating that question.
Right.
But when they asked it, and it was the choice A. It was on the top. As soon as I saw it, and literally the second I saw it, I clicked it with my finger, and I go, maybe that's it, 100%. I know it's it. I had already seen it.
He had just told me that.
And that was one where I hit it, and we looked around, and everybody was looking down at their phones for 30 seconds. I was like, oh, we got this, baby.
You would think that these little victories would make me feel better. It did not calm me down, Joe.
You were just ready for the final.
I was starting to shake.
You were shaking.
The closer we got to victory, the more my body shook.
Well, especially since we were in the lead after round 2, but not by a ton. So it was every question mattered.
Every question mattered.
Second mattered. And so by the time we got to the last round, question 4 or 5, we were like, oh God.
Yeah.
Don't stump us.
Don't. And don't accidentally press the wrong one.
Right. So
I get nervous thinking about it.
Yeah. So, Abby and Scotty were fun. Scotty was our Googler if we needed it. So he was on standby.
He was good in clutch.
Scotty. Yeah, he was good in clutch. But we didn't really need it so much for the most part. And I think in total we only got 3 or 4 questions wrong in the whole thing.
Right.
But we were so fast on the stuff we did get right. It helped us. So after the round 3, I am that's the only time I was nervous the whole night, was just waiting for that scoreboard to pop up. He goes, all right, let's see the winner. And as soon as the scoreboard pops up, I throw my arms up. I go, we won.
I was like, what?
We won.
Oh my God.
And I was basically turning around and showing all the other teams, we won. I was bragging, we won. Get over it, people. So we ended up winning by 251 points.
251 points.
Woohoo!
We didn't just win. We fucking slaughtered.
We kicked Aish. Yeah, so threat level.
We left them battered and bloody on the floor.
Yeah, we wasted everyone else's time. and money. So we win. They announce the winner. So the second place team and the winning team, so us and a second place team.
Yeah, here was another perk of the evening. It didn't go into a lot of detail, so that was another variable that made us nervous when we were on the way there. Is that it said to determine the champion of the night, you get a chance to reenact a scene because they're going to judge you on your acting chops. And I was like, how does that happen? Like, so we didn't even know that component, that variable was making me nervous too.
Yeah.
So we find out, we officially won handily.
Yeah, big time.
By 251 points. So they take the first place and the second place. And they take us back to
we felt
the green room.
We felt so like special.
Yeah, they were like,
come with us.
Come with us.
So we got to go back to the green room. And everybody got to watch us do that because they were losers.
Well, we can't be too mean to the audience because they were kind to us. But
yeah, but in our competitive spirit, we can be mean
to
ourselves.
Absolutely.
We can talk all the smack we want to ourselves. So they took us back to the green room.
Yeah.
And we got to do a skit.
Yeah. So he hands us 2 different scripts. And he says, since you guys won.
We got to choose.
You get to choose the script. But because you get to choose the script that you want, the scene that you want to do, this other team gets to choose what order you go in. Yeah. So I choose the funnier script. And they decide that we go first. This is when I go all cottonmouth. Like, could barely speak.
Haven't performed in probably 25 years.
I wasn't nervous about that. I was nervous about performing with Dave Koechner.
We got to do a skit, not say a skit. We got to do a scene from The Office with Dave Koechner on stage.
Office fans, this is the scene I chose. The other one was just the part where Michael has Phyllis on his knee and he was like, the only thing I'm worried about is getting a boner.
Yeah, it was a stupid scene.
It's not funny. Except for that one line.
Yeah, it was like the HR
I chose the other scene, which always makes me laugh out loud, which is where Michael has everyone's attention in the office, where he makes Todd Packer apologize to Kevin for calling him fat and stupid.
And Kevin's like, I'll stand here for the big show.
Yeah.
You know, that scene.
So I played Michael. Joe plays Kelly, which made it so funny.
Intentionally, because we thought we'd get the better laugh, the bigger laugh.
You go against type, and
right.
That's what's funnier. And then the MC played Kevin, and Todd Packer played Todd Packer.
It was crazy.
It was nuts.
We did a scene with Dave Koechner.
We are on stage doing a scene with Dave Koechner. And he acted just like he did in the show. It was like Todd Packer was there. His presence was felt. And we got laughs through the whole part.
Ours was the better choice of scene, and ours got the best laugh.
And we were funnier.
Yes.
But here's where the story takes a bit of a dip.
Yeah. It's still a sympathy vote, but we'll get into it.
So the second, far, far, far behind us in second place.
Correct.
Was a father-son duo. Right. They were really nice, super nice.
Yeah, nice people.
They were the Trivia Newton-Johns.
Yep.
And the father admitted back there, he was like, I don't know anything. It's just all my son. Mm-hmm. And he looked, he couldn't have been 20.
No.
He looked really super young. And he played Michael in the scene, which made it funny because a young kid saying boner. Mm-hmm. During our scene, there was laughter. It was loud. It was funny. And then
there was back and forth.
There was back and forth.
Quick.
And then we're off to the side while they do their scene. And it's like crickets. Yeah, like the audience is dead silent.
Yeah, there was no emotion, no reactions.
And the only laugh was the boner line.
The boner line at the end. And the kid, God love him, probably the nicest kid in the world. He acted like a bad high school actor.
It was like a high school show.
It was bad.
And Joe, you leaned over to me and you said, you just said sympathy vote.
Yeah, I was like,
so we kind of knew going in.
Because we won the trivia part, and we're just assuming they're going to get the vote for the whatever, for the scene.
So like, you all didn't win
like
this.
Everybody wins.
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those feelings.
Everyone's a winner.
Everyone gets something.
And when we get up there, I kind of suspected Dave Koechner was not going to let us run away with a championship, and it was because of you. Dave Koechner didn't like you. And I think we should tell our listeners why.
Hey, it's his fault. He knew he was in Kentucky. He asked the crowd. He said,
okay, this doesn't work like I thought it would. My coaster keeps sticking to my lap.
Before it all started, he was like doing his little kind of mixing in the bit with the crowd before the trivia part started.
Yeah, he did a lot of back and forth interaction.
Yeah, he made a kind of a backhanded comment about Mitch McConnell, who was like a a politician in Kentucky a long time.
He was like, McConnell's going to die tomorrow.
Yeah, this dude's so old he like falls every time he does like an interview. But he asks the crowd, "What does DEI stand for?"
Yeah, I don't know I don't know what he was expecting.
I don't know what he was trying to accccomplish.
Did he really expect someone to go, I know, diversity, equity, inclusion?
Yeah, so I'm thinking it's a comedy club. He's trying to be funny.
He's setting up a joke.
So it gets quiet, and what does Joe say?
Okay, so Joe says, didn't earn it.
And he was like, what?
Yeah, he goes, what did he say? And I go, he said, didn't earn it. And people started laughing.
Yeah, they laughed. And and keep in mind, we're front row.
He did not like that.
He did not like that. I think he called me, he said I worked for ICE or something to that effect.
Right.
And then he called me JD Vance.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I was like, that's a compliment, by the way, to me.
Yeah,
Thanks.
right. I'll take it. I'll take it.
That.
JD Vance is pretty badass.
I mean, trust me, it didn't bother me. I laughed it off.
In fact, just the other day, JD Vance said something that should be etched in the halls of our beautiful country forever and ever about people making fun of his wife or talking shit about his wife. And he's like, my official word on that as Vice President of the United States is that they can eat shit. I was like, that's what I voted for.
So I'm not sure what he was, like we said, I'm not sure what he was trying to accomplish with the question.
We thought he was setting up a joke. He didn't like the joke.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like he was like screaming or yelling at me or talking nasty.
But his
tone,
demeanor.
His demeanor tone was like, oh, this idiot over here.
Right.
This idiot over here works for ICE. Or
he may have been, although he hid it well, the professional that he is.
Yeah, it's all good.
He hid well the fact that he didn't like that we got up on stage with him.
Right.
Okay, so because when we first got up there, before we started the scene, he was like, oh, here's the ICE guy.
Yeah, here's the ICE guy.
Because he knew you were the one who said it. And I said, actually, because a bleeding heart like him, you make a joke about DEI, and we all know, what does that mean? You're a racist. Yeah, So he started making a comment, and I said, actually, his girlfriend's Indian, and because, he didn't expect you to like black and brown people, right? Mm-hmm. So that's
when he called me
actually,
JD
his
Vance.
girlfriend's Indian, and then that's when he goes, irony abounds. Oh, the irony. Why did he say it was ironic? Because obviously you're racist, Joe.
Right. Yeah.
Obviously.
So that's when he called me JD Vance because his wife's Indian, but little did he know I took it as a compliment.
So I knew that because Dave Koechner got the final say on the applause meter, he wasn't ever going to let us win that part of it.
So yeah, our cheer at the end, like
our
they let
cheer
the applause,
was quite loud.
It was quite loud, and theirs was eh. And I turned around and looked at Dave, and Dave looked at the MC, and he kind of nodded his head on the second group when they did that. I was like, oh god, here we go.
I was like, so they won that part of it, and as we were, here are the perks.
No,
so all of us.
No, they didn't. They didn't win it. They were awarded it, but they didn't win it.
Okay, fair enough. The perks, we all won the same thing basically. So we each got free tickets to any upcoming show we want at the comedy club. We got to be we got some autographed merch.
Yeah, like signet. Yeah.
So we got an autographed picture
and a sign of like the door sign or whatever it was.
Yeah, the famous office sign.
Yeah, the black
plate,
and white one.
But it's of like a stick guy with two thumbs up.
Yeah.
And a turd pile.
Right.
From when he pooped in Michael's office.
Yeah.
And then we got to be first in line for the meet and greet photo op.
Yeah.
So as we were kind of filing out, we had several audience members come up to us and just real quietly say, you guys were robbed.
Yeah, I know.
You guys were awesome.
And we were like,
you guys
we
were
know.
robbed. And so then we just sort of skipped out of the joint. All the while I'm going, Holy shit!
Yeah, we walked out.
Holy shit!
We walked out of the place and we're like the only people on the sidewalk within like a half a mile radius. And like we were by ourselves and Mary Beth goes, holy shit. I was like, what the hell? I go, who are we?
What just happened? Well, what just happened was that we came to play and we conquered.
And we conquered. I said, Mary Beth, there was probably 30 teams in there. And you go, hell no, there was like 50.
There were a lot of people.
There were a lot of people. So yeah, it was fun.
You know, that night reminded me of something important. We're still capable of surprising ourselves because we talked a lot of smack, but we still surprised ourselves that we won.
Wait a minute. Are you saying that we had a goal that we set out for and we achieved it?
We did. Sounds a lot like 2025.
Sounds a lot like 2025.
And that got us thinking about what we want to happen next. So we're going to take a break. And when we come back, we're going to do some country updates. We've got some hot takes. And we're going to talk about our 2026 goals.
Let's do it. Hey, listeners. Do you like judging people as much as we do?
Then judge us.
To submit your criticisms and complaints about our show, you can reach us at gotohell@bazinga.biz.
For all other comments, questions, or suggestions about future episodes, drop us a line. Send us a text from our website at thebestofgenx.buzzsprout.com and click on the link just above the show notes.
Or email us at thebestofgenx@gmail.com.
We are back.
Hello. Hello again.
Hello. Well, first, I have some country updates that may surprise you.
So here you go again, sneaky sneaks.
Well, last episode, we were in 66 countries. Now we're in 68.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're welcoming 2 countries to the party.
Okay, let's hear it.
Welcome, Hong Kong.
Oh,
Welcome, Lithuania.
that's who I thought was going to come next.
Exactly. I was waiting.
I think my buddy Lincoln has been in Hong Kong for a week or two at some kind of Santa convention thing, of all places.
Yeah, we have a mutual friend who has basically taken on the identity of Santa
Like
year
all
round.
year. Yeah. I saw him walk around the town square several months ago when it was warm out, wearing a Santa t-shirt. The t-shirt was Santa's outfit and a pair of green shorts. He is just Santa Claus 24/7. Well, that's great.
Yeah,
Welcome.
so welcome. 68 countries. Look at us.
Nice.
Can you believe we're closing in on the second full year?
I can't. I think I looked back at like one of our first episodes of 2025, and it was only like 20-something countries, I think.
Yeah, we made a big jump
It's
mid-year,
crazy. That's crazy.
but
Totally unexpected.
we said we'd keep doing this as long as it was fun. We're still having fun.
I like it.
What do I hear?
Hot takes. Okay. Did I go first last time or you?
You may have. I don't know.
Okay. Ladies first.
All right. My hot take was inspired by thinking about my, goals for the year. The open concept home design is overrated.
Oh, I don't like that one.
Yeah, I don't either
I
because
think your hot take sucks and I haven't even heard the rest of it. Just kidding. Why do you?
I don't like it either because I also have open concept, but it was just this thing that caught on, right? In the last 10, 20 years of home design. And at first it was awesome. I thought, this is great. You don't have to be like closed off from the rest of the people in the house when you're like stuck in there for an hour making dinner or whatever. It's great for entertaining. Of course, we never entertain, but when I go to places who have open concept layout, sure, it's great for entertaining, but is it really?
Everybody's like, I like to be entertained in an open concept, not entertaining.
What it's like, say you want to mix and mingle and be, but an open concept doesn't allow you to talk about anybody. Why? Well, you might be in the living room and they're in the kitchen, so you think it's safe? No, it's not, because they're 2 feet away from you. There's just not enough separation at a gathering you're all just kind of standing around a very large room staring at each other.
Okay, so you require your own assigned space to talk smack. Noted. So next time I'm in a house with you and you disappear and it's a non-open concept, I'm gonna be like, Mary Beth is somewhere talking trash about someone.
You want a little change of scenery. You want to kind of get away from it for a bit, have a more private conversation. But open concept for the sensory sensitives, it's a little overwhelming.
Nerd alert.
It's a little overwhelming. It's very loud, and you can't often hear the person standing right next to you, and you're all just essentially standing around with the Dixie plate, eating appetizers in front of each other.
I mean, listen,
No,
fair.
but here's the biggest reason. No, here's why I have sort of tired of the open concept. I realize, like, once you live in an open concept, you realize, oh crap, I have no walls. It really limits you when it comes to like putting things up. I am very excited about taking a lot of our trip pictures this year and blowing them up, maybe making some black and whites, but I want to put them in nice frames because I want to walk around my house and be constantly reminded of the beautiful places that I visited. But yet I can't because I have no walls.
Oh my gosh.
You have open concept, you have very few walls to put stuff up. And
That's fair. That's valid.
And as someone who takes the layout and aesthetic of her home very seriously, it's been a challenge.
You know what I like about you, Mary Beth?
Nothing.
And this is the absolute only thing I like about you, is how you'll take a topic or situation.
And shit all over
No. Quite the opposite. Quite the opposite, in fact. You'll take something that I know I believe in my whole heart, and then you'll justify it to where I'll second guess why I think the way I think.
And Dan, why didn't I go into politics?
You will make me not like open concept before this episode's over. And I have open concept, and I love it. And you're
people of my community, are you happy? Yes. No, you're not.
I told you last year you should be, or maybe it was this year, you should be a lawyer for sure.
Yeah.
That's fair. Very fair.
Okay.
I think that whole open concept stuff started taking off on those home shows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's on your wish list? And it was always like,
always
open concept.
Always.
I want to be able to see the kids playing while I'm cooking dinner. Like,
yeah.
Nobody's doing that.
No. Nope. You know what? I can no longer drink in private while I'm cooking.
Yeah, like
everyone's staring at me.
When you're cooking, you're stressed because your kids are like throwing shit at each other, like painting on the walls and like putting crayon on
your
the wall.
husband's watching football and you've got your phone. You're trying to watch Big Bang Theory while you're in the kitchen.
It's just all this like cookie cutter. Nobody's doing that. Josh likes it. So that's a good one. My hot take, Mary Beth, is social media doesn't make people dumb. It just shows who was dumb already. Noodle on that one for a second.
I'm letting it pour over me.
Come at me, bro.
Say it again.
Social media doesn't make people dumb. It just shows who was dumb already.
I like it.
I thought about this because I had always been the guy that was like, oh, social media is like ruining people's brains and they're losing brain cells just being on it. And
which is true.
It is.
But what you said is probably more true.
Yeah, I think it's more so exposing the dumb that already exists. Giving us a chance to really see who you really are before social media. I see it all the time. It's one of the reasons I got off Facebook.
Yeah.
Because
you get angry at people you have no business being angry with just because they're dumb.
And they're wrong.
And they're wrong.
Always.
Recently, I guess because, again, we're in this weird time of the week, or week of the year, where time sort of stands still and you don't know what day it is. And I am not on social media very much. I'm a clean inbox person, so I'm on there daily just to clear notifications because I can't stand that. But because I've had more time on my hands, I've scrolled a little too long. I've actually accidentally realized that I've been deleted by a couple of people. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking, when did that happen? And I feel like when you delete someone, there should be like a big to-do. And I'm using jazz hands as I say that.
Yeah.
You should have the courage to make a big deal about it. Mary Beth Allen, I'm deleting you, and here's why.
Yeah. Everyone, rejoice
I want everyone to know.
in my unfollow and unfriending.
I want it to be a thing. I want, I want to wear that with like a badge of honor. Because the people who deleted me, I can pretty much guess why. I don't know how unless they listen to the podcast, which I doubt, but I don't know, because I don't post anything really political or divisive anymore. So it surprised me, but it also didn't surprise me at the same time. Mm-hmm. And I just thought, how weak, you know?
Yeah, I hate it. And
like,
I get it. Yeah.
you're so... Your values and your peace, it's like so fragile that you have to delete someone who's never political or controversial from your feed only because you know where they stand in some way or another.
I hate it so much.
So that's some weak energy, man.
Yeah, I think when it first started.
But do you?
That one in particular, I remember when it just started, it was like early 2000s. It was used primarily for, party invites.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, this is what we ate today. It was kind of one of those things.
Yeah.
And then it just blew up into this cesspool of like, the local waitress is now apparently a gender scientist and a Juris Doctorate.
Right.
All this other bull
all the
crap.
experts
like,
come crawling out.
I'm pretty sure my IQ's higher than yours, but you're telling me this and I don't believe it, and you're telling the world this and I think it's stupid. And
Wait, don't you do absolutely nothing, but you know everything?
Right.
Actually, I was kind of upset about one of them in particular. It did hurt because she was the person I enjoyed making fun of the most. So there goes my entertainment.
Yeah, and then I caught myself getting more...
No, I didn't make fun of her. No,
Yeah.
I just judged her hard.
I caught myself getting more...
She was entertaining. Her life was a mess.
Right. I think I know who you're talking about. But
enjoy your your catastrophic life decisions.
Yeah.
I just won't be able to view them anymore.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Similarly, I think we're probably talking about the same person or their group of two people. But they're like, I found myself getting more enjoyment. This is when I knew I had to get off of it. I found myself getting more enjoyment over screenshotting dumb posts.
And sharing them with friends.
And sharing them with friends and like, look at this idiot. Like, this person's been in like 5 relationships in 2 months and they're like in love every time.
Right. This is it.
This is it. Oh my gosh, I have found the person. It's like, okay, well, you don't have to like announce it. It's so embarrassing.
A relationship's doomed when you make it Facebook official.
Yeah, I've said that in my group chat. I was like, oh, this one's over. This one's over.
Goodness.
I got more enjoyment out of that than anything else. That's one of the
well. But your hot take is...
You like that?
Yeah, I love it.
Cool. All right, well, let's talk about what are we setting in 2026 in terms of personal goals, health goals, fun goals.
Well,
what are some things we're going to stay away from?
How have resolutions like evolved for you, for me, for people our age? Like you've got the school, you've got this camp over here who likes to poo-poo on resolutions, and that's fine, but it makes me wonder, do you have goals? Because that's all they are, and everybody needs goals.
I think the stigma is everybody, like the people that make fun of it or talk down to it are the people that suspect folks are publicly making resolutions and then just not following through. And I think people just get fatigue. Like, oh, you're going to go to the gym for the first week of January and then you'll never go again. So it's like people just get that little...
Yeah, so, I mean, and it happens.
It does happen.
They say by the end of January, most people have given up on their resolutions.
So I think that's part of it.
So you can call it resolutions, you can call it goals. It's really just about thinking about the year ahead and what you want to happen.
Right.
Like, what tone do you want to set for the year? What do you want to do? But I know for sure that... Like, I've always been a New Year's resolution person. I love a clean slate. I love a fresh start. And I would always use that time to, set some goals for myself. But back then, it was more about accomplishing something. Mm-hmm. whether it was personal, professional, academic. Now it's my resolutions are guided by how I want to feel. Not what I want to do.
Oh, I see what you're
Or
saying.
what I want to accomplish, but how do I want to feel?
Like, how do you want to live your life? Like,
how do I want to feel
internally?
this year?
Yeah.
Challenged, excited, creative, you know. And so that's kind of where my head's at.
Okay.
When I make goals this time. And so it's like, it's more about the intention and not like perfection.
Oh, that's a good one.
Which is kind of what I used to do.
Yeah.
And I felt awful if by February 1st I'd already slipped on a couple of them.
Yeah.
And like, I know how, I don't know. I feel like it's basic human adult knowledge at this point. You know how to be successful in setting a goal. Like you have to start with measurable. They have to be measurable. You want to start with small goals, you know.
Yeah.
And so like that I can do, but back then I would say like I want to lose 20 pounds, but I didn't put things in place to make that happen.
Right. Yep. That makes sense. I think a year or two ago, I'm trying to remember, our first couple episodes when we first started this podcast were about, I think, New Year's goals and resolutions.
Yeah.
And I think back then I had told you something to the effect of, I'm not against them. I never was a big resolution person. And I think the reason is I found myself like in life, especially as you get older, as we get older, the winds change, like your situation changes, or just something in your life changes. I don't know what it can be like in particular, but something just seems to always be changing. And so I never set something at the beginning. I would just like change or set a goal as I was going.
Yes.
Like if something changed, I would be like, okay, I got to do this then, or I got to do that, or it just makes me think differently and I have to adjust. And then I'm like, if I accomplish it, great. After it changed, cool.
So to resolutions,
so I was never like a proactive.
There was like a rigidness to the resolution part. And you felt you needed to be flexible to adapt.
Exactly. That's it. Like, see, that's why we work well together. That's exactly what I was trying to say, but you said it better. So I just had to flex a little bit on that.
See,
stuff.
I'm kind of the opposite. Like, I'm the type of person who wants to set goals and then everything else is a distraction or a help.
Right.
You know, it's either going to help me reach that goal. And so I sort of manipulate the world around me, not people, not manipulating.
No, I know what you meant.
But I orchestrate my life around.
Live your life in a way where there's no hindrance to getting to that checkbox or whatever you're trying to do.
Or I try to, rise to the challenge or what have you. So there is a little bit of a difference.
Yeah. So I think back in the day, if I ever set a resolution, it was pretty lazy and sophomoric. It was just kind of like, lose weight.
Yeah.
And then I would just leave it at that just to say that I had one. But realistically, I was just changing stuff as I was going through the year. Mm-hmm. And if I accomplished it, fantastic. And
I felt like 2025 was a little different, though, because I remember very clearly our last episode of the year last year, sitting at your kitchen table, where we talked about traveling and we talked about adventure. And it was almost like a joke, but not really a joke.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had talked about that stuff before in years prior, but that time felt like we were being playful about it. But in the back
there was
of my
a
mind,
seriousness
I was like,
to it.
This is going to happen at some point.
Yeah.
That was the first time I think we had talked about it where I was like, yeah, it's going to happen.
Me too. I felt this energy.
And I think I know why.
Why?
Because before, at least in my situation, I felt like I had stuff holding me back.
Yes.
This time was that first freeing moment where I was like, this can happen because I'm going to make it happen. And I'm not going to have anybody or anything stop me from making it.
Yes.
That's the first time I felt that way.
And I understand why you felt that way. I really had no reason to feel that way. But for some reason, it took me too long to say to myself, I'm going to make it happen. Yeah. I didn't really have anything standing in my way.
We kind of started having those conversations.
Because I've got the kind of husband who says, babe, tell me when to be at the airport and I'll be there.
He's like Nike. Let's do it.
So yeah, but I felt that same energy.
We started taking breaks outside in the back patio. We started having casual just conversations and we were like, I think we just started having more of those life's too short moments. Like we were having those conversations, like we're not getting any younger. You know, if we want to do something real exciting and adventurous, we want to do it maybe when our parents are willing to do it, not just Florida, but something, you know, in Europe or wherever. We just, not that that's going to happen in particular, but we were having those kind of like moments and conversations where we got to do something if we're going to do it. We got to do it. Like time is of the, we started, I remember us talking more like that.
Yeah.
More so than, wouldn't that be cool if
Yeah.
we went here? It was more of, we got to do this if we're going to do it.
It was more intentional.
Exactly. And it kind of goes back to your intent is greater than perfection. It was like everything was with a strategic intent. Like we were starting in our mind to build a plan instead of just talking a pie in the sky. Like that would be so cool if we went here.
Yeah. And I think that really set, it set the tone for me for 2025. And this, I have to say, minus losing a very dear aunt, 2025 was probably the best year of my life.
Yeah.
Because
I believe it.
I mean, it started off with Comic-Con. I met
What a start.
I mean, I met Dwight. I met the Twilight cast.
You met Lou Diamond Phillips, for God's sake.
Lou Diamond Phillips and Tony Danza. I mean, come on.
Yeah. It set the tone.
And it carried, like, that momentum.
It never stopped. It, like, never stopped.
It didn't. And we had a fantastic first time ever family trip to North Carolina where we all got to stay in a condo together. We had never done that.
Mom's been bugging out about that for years.
But it was the best trip to be all together.
Oh, I loved it.
But still have plenty of space, and we all just chilled.
There was no stress. Everybody had a good time. We had plenty of space.
It was so fun.
A lot of laughs, a lot of games we played.
Yeah, and we were right there on the beach, and then we turn around and go to Scotland.
Yeah, like 2 months later.
And then turn around and go to Seattle and Pacific Northwest, and I do my dream Twilight filming location tour.
We did whale watching.
Whale watching?
I mean, correct. Yeah,
no more whales.
No more. And then last episode we talked about my Christmas New York City trip. Like it's just.
And we close out the year kicking ass in a trivia contest where we got to go up on stage and perform with Todd Packer. I mean.
I met Lou Pinnell at the fish market with Josh.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I feel like 2025 is going to be hard to top. But we already have some great things planned. But let's start with some meaningful goals that you have.
Okay. I need to cut back on diet sodas. I'm aware of this. I've been told this repeatedly. I'm very aware of it. And I will say, in my defense, I've kind of started before January 1. But the last time I went to the grocery, I kept whatever diet sodas I already had, and I only bought the Gold Peak Zero Sugar Sweet Tea. So I'm trying to get away from like the carbonated sodas. I understand Gold Peak Zero Sugar Sweet Tea is not the end-all be-all, and it's got probably some sweetening crap in there that's not good. But I'm trying to stay away from like those carbonated sodas. So I'm trying to go more like unsweet teas, lemonades, juices, whatever I can get my hands on that's not
okay.
Now,
I'm waiting to hear the W word.
Water.
I don't see. Okay, you are like Mom, and she was like Grandma. You guys could live on Diet Coke. Now I shared your Diet Coke addiction for many, many years. I mean, my students were well aware of it. I had to have a giant Polar Pop or McDonald's Diet Coke every day. I rarely drink it now. I just don't understand how your body isn't crying out for water.
Sometimes it does, and it just comes when I least expect it. I'm not trying to be funny. I won't have a water, like an actual bottle of water, for, let's just say 2 weeks.
Oh my God.
Now listen. My body will tell me. I'll go upstairs and I'll be like, I got the cotton mouth kind of, I know I'm dehydrated. I can tell.
Well, there are so many symptoms to dehydration. And since you've gone basically your whole life without water consistently, I bet it took you a long time as an adult to realize there may have been days on days on days of your 45 years where you felt like shit and just assumed, oh, I got a cold. oh, I ate something funny. And it was dehydration.
Yeah, I'm fully aware. Trust me, I'm fully
I don't know
aware.
why I'm getting so worked up.
Yeah, easy. Hey, easy, kid. I'm smart enough to know why these things happen.
Okay.
Listen, I am who I am. But my point was, I would have moments where I would walk upstairs and go, like I'm walking on a dry desert. I need water. I need water. So I would go back downstairs and fill a glass up of water because I just like, this has to happen.
Oh, man.
And I would drink 2 or 3 quickly. And I'd be regulated. It's like my system would like
there is something about,
restart.
I mean, okay, I had a really nasty UTI 2 years ago in July. And had I not gone to the doctor,
Yummy.
Mom urged me to go. Oh, I didn't have any of the symptoms.
Mom's the queen of UTI. She's had like 100 bazillion this last
I've
couple years.
had some, but my symptoms were in no way indicative. And that's what they told me. As you age, your symptoms of UTI change and you may not know. And that's very dangerous. Yeah. I didn't have a fever. I didn't have any of the telltale signs. But I did have some other symptoms. And if Mom hadn't talked me into it, I went like at the end of day 4 of these symptoms. And I was so dehydrated. Mm-hmm. And they gave me 2 bags of fluid. But after the first bag of fluid, I felt like a new woman. I mean, water is so important.
Yeah, so I did in 2018, I started doing the no soda when I was lifting and doing all this stuff. When I started all that, probably got in the best shape of my life when I was 38, like truly the best shape of my life. And I drank almost 2 gallons of water a day for probably almost 2 years. Didn't have a soda for 2 years.
Oh,
you want to talk about?
I remember that.
You want to talk about feeling good? Like I was sleeping 8 or 9 hours a night. I mean, I felt invincible. That's how I felt.
Hydration.
That's how I felt.
Well, that's one of the things that makes travel really challenging for me.
But I hated it. God, I hated it. I hated drinking that much water. It sucks so bad.
Mom hates water.
Yep.
But that's one of the things that I find most challenging about travel is that travel just dehydrates you. You can't. Yeah. You can't go to your fridge all day long and replenish your bottled water. It's just sometimes it's hard to get. Sometimes it's not practical.
It's not convenient all the time.
It's not practical all the time. So the world wants you to be dehydrated. You can't take liquids in with you anywhere. Right. So it's just, yeah. So that's good. Good for you.
So are we just going to like spout off a few or are we going to go back and forth? What would you prefer, Mary Elizabeth?
Okay. Well, speaking of health,
okay,
I hired your son, my nephew, Bryson, after Thanksgiving to give me a workout and meal plan. And, because my goal now, I've lost 80 pounds. I've gained a few pounds back because insurance reasons had to go off of the injection that I was on. I'm going back on it in January. And I told Bryson that my goal is strength and mobility. I said, I want to feel strong. Like when you lose 80 pounds, like when you lose it quickly, you lose a lot of muscle. I've lost a lot of muscle. I feel like I don't have any muscle at all anymore. Yeah. And so I really want to follow his plan because it's everything that I can do at home.
Yeah, tracking macros, probably all that stuff.
It's he made a meal plan for me that's very practical and full of all of the things that I love, but that's going to be harder for me because I'm just not going to be like hungry. Yeah. But so it'll be a challenge for me to eat as much as he tells me to eat. But the workout plan specifically, I'm excited about because it uses my kettle bell thing and my medicine ball. Oh, you have one. Uh-huh. And I've got some free weights and I've got a resistance band. And he sent me a video on how to do all the moves and stuff.
That's cool.
I really, really want to feel strong. I haven't felt strong in a very long time. And so for me, it's not about how I look. It's not even about how I fit into my clothes because I'm a smaller size. Clothes feel better anyway on me. But it's about feeling like I could stumble and fall and get back up with no problem. Yeah.
When's your first UFC cage match?
It's going to be in March, so everyone.
I'll make sure I get tickets for
that. Cha-cha. But that's what and to mix in some yoga with that. Because as Andy told us on another episode, what did she say? I asked her point blank, What do you recommend people our age can start doing today
Oh,
for long-term mobility? And she said yoga.
was that on that pelvic health episode?
No, that was on. This was way back.
Oh, when we
at Mom's house when we were
yeah.
recording there.
Yeah, that might be the most buzz we've ever recorded, by the way.
Yes,
Yeah, we all had some spirits.
we did.
When you said I don't want to, when you said I started gaining weight a little bit back, you know what I almost said? I prefer not to answer that right now. I'm still carrying a little holiday weight.
Well, that's exactly what it's from.
That's one of my favorite Ross Geller lines.
Is the holidays?
Okay, that's a good one. Good. Good on you and good on my son. For helping Buffy McBufferton.
I have some more meaningful ones.
All right, so you're just gonna take my turn.
I didn't know if you were going to move on.
I'm listen.
Okay, more meaning.
Yes.
Give me more meaning.
I got a couple more meaningful goals. More investing. I'm gonna try to invest more in 2026.
Me too.
Yeah.
I learned one of my goals for 2025 was to learn more about investing.
Yeah.
But I didn't take any action. I'm ready to take action.
Yeah, I think some people online and stuff in social media, I think they overcomplicate it.
Oh, yes.
But I'm just guilty of just not doing it. So I'm just going to try to be smarter with my moolah in 2026. I've already started some of it. Got my money hanging in some places. Earned some money.
I've buried mine.
Oh.
Or have I?
Buried it in the backyard, everyone. Here, will you give us your address?
Or have I? I am going to, and I mentioned this when I spoke at Aunt Gretchen's funeral. I really do want to make an effort to reach out more. Just to check on people, just to check in.
Wellness checks, like we got from
checks.
our man D recently.
Yeah, and also because time is not on our side, and I don't know what the hell. Why the hell do I not call my parents every single day, and hear their voices? I love them more than any other two people on earth, and why? There is no reason. There's no excuse. Why don't I call my best friend more? You know, she's at that stage in parenthood where the kids and their activities are all consuming, whereas I'm almost an empty nester. So there's that. And that makes sense. Like her life is all about them and what they're doing. And, but still there's no reason that I can't.
Oh yeah, it's a good
show
goal.
up.
I kind of had that when I went through my divorce. I was like, I'm just going to start connecting. I'm going to be better about connecting with people that I care about. I made that effort and it felt good. Like it felt really good.
Yeah, like investing my money. I want to invest in these relationships that I have not cared for properly.
Now let me ask you: do you love mom and dad more than me? And just be careful. Know that you're under oath, and be careful how you answer this question. Okay, I'm just kidding.
Let's just say, when they're gone,
you know, I don't like your hesitation.
You're going to get sick of me.
Okay, good.
Because you will be the one I cling to.
I welcome it. I like it. Okay.
I'm going to write that down so you don't. I'm glad we got that on the record.
Let it so reflect. I would like to be better about attending church and or Bible study more because, as we've stated, we're not getting any younger. Time is of the essence. And if you don't have faith, what do you have, right?
Right.
So I'm not sitting here acting like I'm going to be like a 3-time-a-week churchgoer, but I feel better when I'm doing it. It just makes me feel better. Can't really pinpoint why so much, but
we all need some kind of purpose that's bigger than ourselves.
And not just like attend, or I just want to like learn it more, if that makes sense. Like I want to be more of a student of it.
Yes.
Not like I'm not going to go up to people's front door and have a Bible in my hand, pound on it, and be like, why aren't you here?
Yes.
I'm not going to be that guy, but I just want to have more intent with my like faith in something when I die. Like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like I want to learn it more and just be able to speak to it more if I want.
There's a relationship that needs work.
I'm very much a believer in like, I'm more of like a silent to myself faith person, if that makes sense.
Well, one of mine kind of ties into that. I just today actually finished the Bible the second time through. Mm-hmm. And this year I want more of a study. I've been searching for like a sort of a supplement text. I want to understand the Bible in a historical context, more than the footnotes give you, and but also a devotional type book. And I think I found the right one, and that came in the mail, and it's a week by week devotional that I'm going to do. So I'm excited about that. But one of my goals for the year, there are 2 tattoos that I've been putting off. One of them is a rose, just a very, very dainty, very delicate rose, because that is my middle name and that's my daughter's middle name. And we wanted to get matching tattoos for some time. And so that's going to happen this year. I'm tired of putting it off. But also, I had a profound spiritual experience 2 years ago that changed me in an instant. Jesus delivered me in an instant. And I was in bad shape, going through some things. And I have wanted to etch that on my body so that I never, ever forget.
That's cool.
And so I have a design in mind, again, very, very dainty thing. But I've been, again, just putting it off. But those 2 tattoos will happen this year.
That's cool. That'd be fun.
Dad will be thrilled.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so, it's kind of like what you said. There's reading and repeating of it, but I just want to understand that better. Should we talk about fun or sort of like low-pressure goals? Because those are always fun to talk about.
I can't wait.
I can't either. Actually, this is the one I have the longest list of.
My daughter kind of stole my thunder on this one.
Well, let me go first.
Okay.
First of all, because I'm really excited to even say it, I want to play more golf. You know why? Because I can, and I have a new knee.
You have a bionic knee.
I have a titanium knee, and I played 9 holes on it before the weather started getting bad, and guess what? Pain-free. Can I brother get an amen?
Amen.
So, now I did baby it a little bit. I didn't swing as hard because I swing it hard usually. I'm anxious to kind of go full bore. I kind of babied it, but I was just trying to be careful, not trying to do anything silly. But living on a golf course, getting my membership like 2 months before I had my surgery was a bummer, but I think they're going to honor it for next year. And I'm just excited to just go out there in the evenings and just enjoy because I feel like
I'm excited for you because I know what a life-changing difference that makes.
For all that's never heard me say this before.
Hold on, I've got a team of hot rods driving by.
Hell's Angels just drove by my backyard. But I would play golf for about 23 years, and even if I was driving in a golf cart for 18 holes, I would limp for like 3 days after. It hurt so bad. So I'm glad to be able to experience pain-free fun, just enjoying myself, golf.
That's a good one.
Yeah. So that's number 1. What you got?
Okay, Joe. I've wanted to do this for a long time. And inspired by this past year, I just said, you know what? I'm doing it.
Uh-oh.
I am taking ice skating lessons.
Remember you used to watch The Cutting Edge?
I didn't just watch The Cutting Edge.
She can quote it. Toe pick.
I obsessed about The Cutting Edge, first of all.
Obsessed.
But before that, I had taped the Olympics, the Winter Olympics. That was the Christy Yamaguchi, Nancy Kerrigan. This was before the scandal.
Oh, I know.
This was in 92.
You used to throw that VHS into the VCR, and we'd watch over and over.
I watched it over and over and over and over and over and over. I had their programs memorized. I have always been, one of my earliest memories is watching the 1984 Olympics, the ice dancing competition between Torvill and Dean, with Torvill and Dean, and they got perfect scores. That was history.
Yeah,
I remember what
you're talking about. But.
I remember in 1984 watching this, and I remember faintly the music, and I loved it. And I was like, what is this music? And it was Bolero. Look it up. It's amazing. And I remembered their purplish kind of outfits that faded in color. I remembered that from 1984 because it was I was bewildered by the beauty. And it was historic because they were the first ice dancing pair to make perfect sixes in an Olympic competition. Anyway, so I've always been in love with it. So one of my favorite presents growing up was when Aunt Sue got ice skating lessons for me and Mandy, and it was the winter season of, I guess, my freshman year and winter season of my sophomore year. So two years we did this, And they're like 9 weeks. I guess they were about 9-week sessions. And we went every Saturday and Sunday. She would drop us off. And part of the deal was you had your lesson, but then you got to skate all day for free.
Oh, I remember.
Well, then our house burns down. I finally get like real skates, but they go up in flames. I didn't get to replace them. I won't go into why, because Mom will feel guilty.
Love you, Mom.
Love you, Mom. But I never got to wear like real honest to goodness skates. And also, we were just at the end of our second winter session, we were just learning jumps. And I broke my toe because I was a cheerleader at the time.
Yeah.
And at our last varsity game of the year, I broke my toe and I couldn't skate. So I didn't get to complete that second session. Long story short, I have always wanted to go back to it. And I'm gonna.
That's great, Mary Beth. I'm really happy for you.
I'm going to sign up for lessons online this week.
Well, that's good.
My
That'd be good for
skates
you.
came in the mail yesterday.
Is Mallory going to do that with you?
She says she is, and she ordered her own skates.
We'll see.
I am probably going to pay for the lessons for her, and she will go to one.
Yeah, if you include her, you'll probably have to go in the afternoon because she sleeps until like 1.
Oh, no. I'm telling her, this is when I'm going. If you want to come with, you come with. But
By the way, Mary Beth's the only reason I even know what a short program and a long program are. I hate that I even know that. But she would watch that crap incessantly.
I love it. And I'm doing it. You know why? Because I can.
Because you can.
And that's another reason that I want to be strong.
Yeah, buddy.
Because if I take a fall on the ice, I want to be able to bounce back.
You want to hear my next fun one?
Yes.
I want to do more small weekend trips in places that are known for something.
Like Scranton?
Like Scranton or the world's biggest peanut. Or what are some others?
The world's biggest ketchup bottle.
Yeah, which is in Illinois, by the way. Yeah, I just want to do fun stuff like that. And they could be like the smallest, most obscure towns. Why not? It'd be fun.
That would be fun. I've actually been thinking quite a bit about what part of our country do I want to see next? Because how can you top Washington and Oregon? They're so beautiful.
Yeah, it was cool.
So I've been thinking a lot about where do I want to go next? But travel is on there. Travel is one of my continued goals.
Yeah. And
We already have 2 trips on the books.
We do. And kind of on the same theme, I'll just go into it since we have so many. I'd like to attend a baseball game this year, or I'm sorry, 2026, at a park that I've never been to. I've been to a lot. I sat and counted one day, and it was in the double digits. I mean, I've been to a lot.
Wow.
Some of it was because of work travels and such, but there's several that I haven't been to. So I thought that would be kind of neat.
That would be for a sports ball fan.
And which I am. Go Cubs. But it doesn't even have to be a Cubs game. It could I just want to go visit another park.
We're going to Aruba.
We're going to Aruba. I had traveled to another country, Aruba obviously, but another cool place in Europe would be awesome.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that.
Yeah.
I don't know where I want to go next.
I know. We had this conversation earlier today. Like, we don't want to mess it up. We don't want to waste a trip and we want to make a good decision.
We don't want to choose wrong.
We don't want to choose wrong. So.
Although, based on what we've heard, we can't go wrong with Iceland.
Yeah. I've not heard one bad thing about it, to be honest with you.
But there's also Ireland that we want to see. We've talked about Germany.
But then in my mind, as much as I want to see Ireland, like I almost wanted to see that first. Is it going to be too much like Scotland?
Right.
Like,
I feel like I need to break it up.
I want something different. I don't know. Think about it.
But travel's on there.
You know what else I had? Randomly meet one new celebrity.
Hey, might as well.
Because apparently I do that every time I travel. When I went to New York City, I met John Starks at the Carnegie Club.
Yeah.
Old New York Knicks player.
I mean, I have met more famous people this year than I have in all the other years
crazy.
combined.
That's crazy.
I have some goals for the podcast.
So I have to believe I can make that happen if I really wanted to.
Oh, I believe it.
Okay, what's your goals? I actually had one on there too.
You don't know about them, and you're going to be responsible for them. So I'm actually handing you.
Yay.
I'm handing you over some jobs, but I think that we need an Insta presence, and I think we need a TikTok, and I think you need to run both of them.
Oh, bruh. Okay.
Because you're more plugged in. And again, I'm just not. I'm not good at the Twitters, and I'm not good at the TikToks.
Yeah, I'll have to learn how to use TikTok better because I don't really know how to use it very well.
But you've used it. I've seen you
I
post
know,
things.
but it's not good. I mean, it's like...
But it's better than I've done, which is nothing.
Okay, fair enough. Hey, as Napoleon Dynamite says, I'll try.
I just feel like, we need more of an Insta and TikTok presence, and I think you need to be in charge of that.
Okay.
No pressure, low pressure.
I'll let that one marinate for a bit. I had one on the podcast, Mary Beth, and I'm just going to call this out here as a plug for anybody that's willing to help. I think we need to start finding sponsorships for the podcast. You know what? If you guys are listening and you're interested, we would like to discuss partnership opportunities, sponsorship opportunities.
We can make your products sound fantastic.
Right. We'll plug in our break. We'll do something fancy.
Yeah, there are, through our hosting site, Buzzsprout, we do have opportunities to monetize. We have to meet a certain set of, we have to like jump over some hurdles.
Yeah, there's thresholds that we'd have to meet, but...
So we don't, we're close. We're very close.
I know. Hey, listen, I know. I was very intentional in that goal.
We're very close, but we're not quite there yet. But hey, all over the world.
And speaking of podcasts, one of my goals is to be in 100 countries by the end of 2026.
Now, there you go.
I think that's doable. That's what, another 32? I mean, we can do that in 1 year.
Is this happening? Are we doing
Wait, are we doing this?
Okay, I'm writing it down. 100 countries.
Oh, I'm going to save these notes, trust me.
100 countries. We're going to revisit this. I have other goals, but I don't know if I need to share them with the world.
Okay, well, that's fine. Let's talk about goals that we are just not going to tolerate. What are some things that we are just going to like?
Are there things we're letting go
Letting
of?
go. So these are letting go goals. No toleration in 2026. You ain't going to deal with it. I ain't going to do it.
I ain't going to do it.
Okay, you look like you're vexed.
No, I'm just thinking that's that's.
You know what I'm going to do?
Yeah.
I'm going to stop investing in people who don't invest in me.
You know what? That's why I need to reach out. Because one of these days, people I care most about are going to say, she doesn't invest in me. I'm going to stop investing in her.
Now,
so I'm just trying to get ahead of it.
The reason I say this is because I've noticed to myself recently that I make a habit of reaching out to people that I grew up with, or I'll see out and about, and we're still. I mean, we're more than acquaintances. We're definitely friends, but I find myself proactively reaching out to them on holidays or birthdays. But if I don't get that in return, I started noticing it more now. I didn't really care to think about it before. That's who I was. I was going to do it regardless. Now I'm like, nah. You know what? If I invest in you, don't invest in me back. I can do without because I'm doing without anyway. Does that make sense? What I'm saying? It
makes perfect sense, and we wouldn't be able to call ourselves true Gen Xers if we didn't include this. No tolerating.
Yeah.
Very, very intentional about where our energy goes.
Yeah. I'm not going to hate on the people. I'm just not going to invest. It's all good.
Yeah, I've done it.
Still like you.
I've done exactly that, and it's very freeing, I must say.
You know how easy it was for me to do that for people? It's pretty easy.
It's easy.
It took me a few seconds. made me feel real good too. Wasn't doing it for any accolades or acknowledgement, but I liked doing it. And if I don't get it back, then
I'll tell you what.
It's over.
One thing that I would like to let go of is falling into the trap on, I don't know, like TikTok is the worst for me. I need to stop. My house doesn't need one more damn thing. I don't need one more damn decoration. Aside from the pictures that I want to put up from my trips on the walls, I don't need one more effing thing. I don't need the gadget. I don't need the drawer organizer. I don't need the lip gloss. I don't need the table that's cute. I don't need the storage bin.
Yeah, it's documented now.
Whatever.
Can't change your mind.
Hey, that money comes from my divorce fund. Quiet you.
Quiet you. Listen, I just fell in the trap recently. I bought one of those 6-egg the ones that hard boil after like so many minutes. You just put some water in it because I'm like, that'd be easy protein. I just bought one from TikTok.
I know,
like 2 weeks ago.
Be careful, dude,
It hasn't come in yet, but I'm excited for it
because
I like watching.
you'll find yourself
I like watching
crossing a line and not being able to get back.
I like watching the dude hit it on one side, flip it over, hit it on the other, and then roll it, and then the shell comes off. I want to do that. I don't know why. It looks good.
Yeah, but it comes from it's. At the risk of sounding like I care at all about keeping up with the Joneses, because I don't, but there is this weird psychological manipulation with these ads where I feel I get very caught up in home trends. And it's like, why? And so I want to be more thoughtful and intentional about changes that I make, if I make any.
Yeah.
Because I was getting close to a dangerous area
Yeah, I'll get it.
of caring.
I get it.
And wanting my place to look a certain way like it does on TikTok. And like once you hear yourself say it, just like on TikTok, then it's like, whoa.
Or I'll hear somebody, I'm coached with a guy who got something recently on the TikTok shop. So if you hear people say that, I got it on the TikTok shop.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, that's cool. I can do that. I can get that.
And it's so damn easy.
It's easy. I know.
It's a click of a mouse or a click of it's not even a mouse if you're on your phone.
And damn it, if they're not at like Temu prices too, they're like cheap. Like the egg thing was like cheap. It was like $30. I was like, I gotta have it. I was like, well, I have to get it.
I understand.
It's not 100. It's like 30.
Yeah, I get it.
You just talk yourself into justifying it. It's stupid. I don't need it, but I want it for protein and stuff.
I don't need it, but I need it.
Yeah, I mean, if it's
that's what happens. That's the psychological trap.
If
I don't need it, but I need it.
If it's going to medium boil 6 eggs in 10 minutes, and I can just like quickly get the shell off and just get the protein, I'm going to do it. And
I could have probably taken an extra trip this year.
Yeah. Oh, I 100% could have. I 100% could have. I will not tolerate negativity. If you do not contribute to my peace, then I don't want you around me.
Amen.
I'm going hard in the paint on this one.
Good.
I am.
Good. I'm glad.
I ain't about that bullshit anymore.
I was there 2 years ago, and it's like I said, how your energy is limited.
Yeah.
So who you give it to is very important.
Yeah, I think I kind of like halfway mentioned this one last year because of what I dealt with. And I was like, I don't think I did a good enough job about that in some cases. Like, not in all cases, but I think in some cases.
You were a
like,
little rusty.
Yeah. So I'm still, like, I'm in training. But my training wheels are off. I'm done with it. And being around you certainly helps because you're like, I ain't putting up with it. Because I don't have to. So that's actually helped me. You know what I mean?
Yes, I'm glad. I'm glad because it's hard sometimes to not see it as a negative quality.
Yeah. And just to be clear, I don't have it in my life now. I'm just saying, like, I'm not going to allow it to be there. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have it, so I'm glad. But I'm just not going to allow myself to have it. So, cheers on that.
Good deal. I'll drink to that.
Okay. I have one more I want to shout it. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to put up with stupidity either.
Oh, dear. How in the world are you going to do that?
So, like, obviously, I can't.
Your expectations are way too high.
Obviously, I can't control what somebody's going to put online if I see it, but you don't get to say dumb stuff around me anymore and get away with it.
Thank you.
So if you're around me, you say dumb shit, I'm going to let you know. It's dumb.
Applaud that.
So watch what you say around me.
Hey,
Because I'm going to let you know. It's dumb. Don't be dumb.
I told you recently, there are people who time and again get away with saying serious shit and never having to be held accountable for it. Yeah. And I finally found some peace when I said, you've said some pretty serious shit to me and about me, and I'm taking you seriously. Mm-hmm. So therefore, you're not in my life anymore.
Yeah.
And I don't think people like that get called out enough, or ever. They're allowed to be that way.
Yeah, because sometimes they do it as a challenge. Whether or not they tell you that's what it is, it's a challenge. Like, let's see what they can put up with.
Yeah, manipulators.
I don't know what your example is, but I'm just saying, like, in general.
You're exactly right.
That's exactly what usually happens.
Yes, because it's a game to some people.
Yeah.
And I think that that's a lofty goal. And it's not about being confrontational. You could be very, very calm and still call someone out on their bullshit or their,
Yeah. So that's my deal.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Joe's getting a spine of tempered steel in 2026.
Feels good, don't it?
It does. I have more, but I think that's all I'm sharing on this podcast.
Okay. That's your call, Mary Beth.
How about you?
No, that was it. Those 3 were the ones that I had on my letting go goals. So.
Good deal. Well, I feel so grateful coming to the end of this year. I feel so grateful for 2025, and it made me realize that a couple of things. There's still so much left to enjoy. There's still so much life left to enjoy. There's still so much more to accomplish, to experience. But most importantly, it reminded me that all of that is possible. Mm-hmm. I'm a grown-up. I have my own resources, and I have a very supportive family around me. So it's possible. There's nothing really standing in my way. If I want to do something, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, and we've proven that. Less than a year ago, we talked about it. We did it.
We did so
more
much.
Than once.
And so much more than we even imagined could happen.
Oh, yeah.
So I want to encourage anyone out there listening who, no matter your age, but particularly those in your 40s and 50s, that there's no reason at all to wait until retirement or whatever. Because, like I said, time is not on our side. Mm-mm. And
we just, in 2025, you and I, especially with the trips and the experiences, we just kind of scratch the surface, right, of those kind of things of what we got to experience. Now we're going to start digging in.
Hey, I feel like we started something.
We're going to start digging in.
Yeah.
We're not going to scratch the surface now. We're going to start digging.
I'm right.
We're going to start digging.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Starting with Aruba. I can't wait to go somewhere tropical.
That's going to be crazy cool.
I can't wait.
First all-inclusive trip, too.
Yes, I've always wanted to do that.
I've always wanted to do
so
that,
there's a goal added to my list. Checking it off.
I may not like it, but at least I'll have the experience to say, I've done it, and don't do it, people. Or do it. I'll at least have
I've always wanted to do that, or you can just, any time of the day or night, go and grab yourself a snack. Or
here's why you should do it, and here's why you shouldn't. Like, I'll be able to have a justified opinion now.
Looking forward to that. I don't know. I just feel like our trivia night mirrors the mindset that we have going into this new year. Like, we were nervous and excited, but we had some underlying confidence. Like, we can do this, you know?
Yeah, we stood on business that night, all 10 toes.
Yeah. Feeling confident enough to go after what you want is not, it doesn't always take big, huge achievements. Sometimes it's in small, unexpected wins, and that's definitely what we experienced.
Yes.
Both at Trivia Night and in 2025.
Yes.
So midlife doesn't have to be about becoming someone new. It can just be about trusting the version of yourself that keeps on showing up.
Testify.
I enjoyed this conversation. I enjoyed this last year with you.
Same. It goes by fast.
It does. Can't believe we're closing out another
Second full year of the podcast in the books. Close it.
Woohoo!
Book in that, baby.
Thank you so much for listening to another piece of the Gen X experience worth saving. A surprise win and the goals it inspired have now been immortalized in the annals of history. If you like what you heard, subscribe to the Best of Gen X wherever you get your podcast so you never miss an episode. Joe, always a pleasure.
Duh.